So I'm going to be doing a lot of double, triple apologies because I'm getting feedback that the phone audio recordings are not as strong as the other recordings. And again, I'm always struggling with play with new audio programs, make the sound crisper, better. So still flailing my arms. So it's a work in progress, guys. Okay, so let me just once again try to plug the Bitchute video, which I think was fine. I don't know, but it got censored. And I totally forgot to do this. Like, well, why don't you just use screenshots? You just use the screenshots. That should hopefully lead people better to the channel and to that video. But anyway, so I'll put the screenshots. And I want to give a shout out to a lot of people who heard the call for help and exceeded it. I always feel weird with I guess you want to say, what do I say, the subscribers or people who just leave comments. I'm always careful not to really use their information because I always feel like, well, is that proper? But I do want to give special spotlight to Sammy, who does After the Bars. The quick story, which I'm going to get more into because I'm going to embed it with some other updates. Essentially, Sammy is an ex-convict who turned his life around, and he knows Scoville up front because he was one of his cellmates. Yeah. So most of what Scoville tells you is, it's a lot of fantasy. It's a lot of fairy tales, which Casper, that's his nickname, he does a very nice job because, Sammy's a family man. So he kind of suspected things were going wrong for a while. And he did this big video, which almost has like 10,000 views. We can hopefully get it to an official 10,000 views. It's actually really funny. So it's curious that he's done short videos too. I actually look at his more lives just because I do. So several things happened in that very long video. And he does touch upon Scoville here and there in his other lives. However, that is not the main focus of the channel. So if that's what you're looking for. It's not Knife Hoarder. It's not Goot. However, he doesn't hold back if people raise the question or he feels like delving into it, or as recently was done, because, Scoville's that kind of petty guy. He tried to mock him by sending him a watch. Like, Scoville's like a watch fanatic. So he said, hey, if you didn't betray me, you would have made more money, but you betrayed me. And, of course, Sammy had to drop a lot of tea. I think I did a little video on that in one of the video updates, but we'll touch upon it again because, he's being crass. But anyway, in the main video on Scoville, is this really funny moment because Scoville, this was a while ago, he put up this story, and I have a little personal angle here, which I find, frankly, offensive because for those who have been subscribed even recently, I've let people know repeatedly that I had this big injury, which happened last year where, I was being stupid. I should not have done it. But basically, I was trying to get to work really early because my hours are all over the place, but usually they're really, really early. And again, I blame myself a lot because I've been to that area a lot, but not that particular area because basically, I've been there to a certain part of it many times, but not that exact place. So I was like, okay, so I thought, it's not going to be a problem. And I did check out Google Map. But anyway, long story short, I got into a big accident. I hurt my knee. I went to the hospital. They say it's not broken, it's fine. But even months later, I got to be careful. So I'm wearing a leg brace. I'm actually wearing it right now. It's actually hurting a little bit, but that's fine. That's the whole point of the brace. You can't move. Anyway, so Scoville puts out this story that he fell off a ladder. Right? Now, this is how ridiculous it is. Sammy doesn't believe that happened. Marissa, Relatable Reese, yeah, that's her real name. I know people are like, Reese? Yeah, that's her name. That's also that's a part of what he was going on about, that he didn't know her name was Marissa either. Sammy didn't know. But anyway, that's kind of funny. So anyway, so Marissa doesn't believe it. Sammy doesn't believe it. So even people close to the guy are like, yeah, we don't think that really happened. So he's trying to, again, con people out of more money because it's like, the leg, the ladder. And again, he mostly sits down when he does these lives. I got to tell you, just my own experience is that you're going to be very phobic about moving around. Just your world just totally changes. Like, I mean, it took me months to even get on an escalator because you're just so scared that you're going to collapse or something's going to happen to your leg. So he's not acting at all like somebody who allegedly has major leg injuries. So I don't know. I felt that was a little bit shady. He also does like these shorter videos. One of them was really good on Blake Lively, showing, well, no nice way of putting it. He was highlighting an actor who worked with Blake on that movie that she's suing about. And the actor's pretty clear that, yeah, you lied. Just like what you were saying happened. That did not happen when I was there. So, yeah, and listen, I like Blake, even after all this. But, yeah, her story more and more is collapsing. So, okay. So, anyway, big shout out to Casper. I would have shouted out to Chano anyway because he helped feature this really funny parody about the lifeboat. It's actually gone a little viral within our little space. I think it's Lord Kiss. Apologies if I get the name wrong. So I thought he was like a music guy, so I just ignored the video at first. Because I like Kiss, but I'm like, okay, maybe I'll look at it later. But then I clicked on it. It's like, oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So it's a very funny video. I would have to admit, it's nowhere way better than the video I put out. But, you know, I think if you give my the Bitchute video a chance, you should get a chuckle. It's just meant good fun. It's just a joke. We're just ribbing the guy. It's not meant to be taken literal. So, yeah, so check out After the Bars and also check out The Kiss Man. So now let me do some updates with True Clear Media and some other things. So I reported, which is true, that the True Clear Media channel is down. Apparently it's getting a lot of hit on privacy and other issues, but the channel will come back after those issues are sorted out. And I do have a personal stake here. I'm going to be honest because I do like Lindsay. Lindsay is one of Aaron Smith-Levin's ex-lovers and a victim. And for a while, Lindsay got a lot of support. She still has my support. But her politics and other issues really grated people. She's very pro-Trump. So I am not super pro-Trump. But again, I don't, I'm not a super, hardcore McCarthyite Maoist. I mean, if you just have different political opinions, I'm like, okay. Like, I have relatives who have very different political opinions. I'm like, all right, whatever. And before I was very intolerant. I'd be like, if you were even a little bit right-wing, I'd be like, eh. But I'm much more tolerant now and be like, well, intelligent people, good people can believe different things. But True Clear Media is a little bit more militant. Denying this, but I don't know, just with my own two eyes and constant comments here and there accusing me of this or that. And I'm like, okay, I think you're taking the woke a little too far. But anyway, I hope the channel comes back. There's really some good material relevant to this discussion because they did a very good video on the recent Chabby's incident where Marissa just made up, again, another fairy tale about a very tall guy confronting her. And it did happen. There was a confrontation, but it was not like, wasn't this end-all, be-all fight. But anyway, so there's that. There was also a video that confirmed that she got $45,000 from Jeff, her ex-husband. And the way I understand it, Sammy is decidedly more pro-Reese. She still there's still a belief there that Reese is the victim. And again, granted, she is kind of the victim in this or that case. So it's not a total lie. I think Sammy's just being too nice and too generous, as being shown by giving the super chat. Didn't have to do that. But I don't know. And it's really weird because I was in the same position last year when Knife Hoarder and Goot were giving me all this information. I was still like, I don't know. I kind of want to believe she's the victim because I don't know. You just, again, there's an instinctual thing which he takes advantage of. But hey, that is Sammy's money. That is his time. If he wants to still hold out hope that Marissa's redeemable, well, that's good on him. I'll prove why I'm a little bit more now cynical about her, but that is me. And on a final note, another channel which has been vindicated due to these YouTube censorship is Dedant and DOS. DOS was basically getting hammered by Nora, DOA, and Lara with basically a lot of phony copyright strikes. In fact, one case, the copyright strike was ridiculous. Lara was saying her quote copyrighted music was being violated, and it's not even her own music. So yeah, it was just a lot of flim-flam nonsense. And apparently the channel is officially back. I think there's really two channels. There's the original DOS and now another DOS channel that had to be kind of created when the old one got destroyed. Knife Hoarder went through the same thing. People might think that Knife Hoarder Four always existed, like Fantastic Four. No. There was just a Knife Hoarder channel, but they destroyed that channel. So he's like, okay, coming back. I think they destroyed that channel too, but he's like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm coming back, Knife Hoarder 4. And there we are. So big shout out to all those channels, Knife Hoarder, Goot, of course, those guys, and Sammy. I would have recommended Sammy anyway. He's done some very good, interesting commentaries in his live stream. But again, Scoville is not the main focus. If you just want to go there for juicy details all the time, only for Scoville, you'll be disappointed. He just covers many other different topics. And good on DOS and Dedant coming back. As far as I know, DOS and Dedant still have a lawsuit against Nora. We'll see what happens there. Nora's in a weird space. She's losing some subscribers even now, even though she's gone total in on being super pro-woke and anti-Trump. It's not working out for her yet, but we'll see what happens. So that's a nice wrap-up of everyone. I will do more soon. Thank you for listening, and thanks for all the support. Please give the Bitchute channel a chance. I will try to upload some stuff there as soon as possible, but that may take some time, as well as the other channels. But it is coming. Thank you again.